Hey guys, this is Russ, Brennan, Kawasaki Motors. We're out here at Paula, Southern California's newest motocross track. This is the media day for the 2010 KX450F. Brendan wants me to go ahead and go over some of the changes for you here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to start at the front of the bike here. What we've gone ahead and done is obviously we changed the dampening and spring rates in the front fork. Front fork, as it did last year, features the Kashima coating on the inside, as well as the DLC coating on the outside of the tubes for smoother action. If we move a little further up on the bike, what you can't see is the steering stem. Steering stem has actually been made less rigid this year for better turning and improved handling. Gone ahead and changed the ECU as well. ECU has been changed to enhance mid-range performance of the bike. Of course, it still is the programmable ECU. Kawasaki has an ECU setting tool that you can get from your Kawasaki dealer. 7 preset settings in there, or you can create your own custom setting. So it allows you to tune the bike for either your riding ability or riding terrain. Radiators. Radiators this year are actually thicker and taller, so improved capacity, and they're more rigid. So we were able to go ahead and do away with the braces that were on the 09 bike radiators. Louvers are also changed. There are 4 louvers this year on the radiators, improved airflow there. Header pipe. Header pipe now is 40 millimeters shorter than last year. Stainless steel construction for improved durability and improved mid-range performance. Inside the motor, we have a new camshaft, new crankshaft. The crankshaft has more internal inertia for improved traction and low-end performance. Big news though in the engine is the piston. What we've gone ahead and done is we've used a bridged box bottom piston. This is the same piston that we've been using on our race bikes. It's the first production bike to have that type of a piston. It's a lighter, stronger piston for improved performance. It's actually about 7 grams lighter than the 2009 piston. The case has been strengthened. Clutch is new this year. The operating plate is new for improved oil flow. And the friction plates, there's actually 75% more friction area on the plates this year. Seat has been changed for 2010, firmer urethane there, so it holds its shape better. Shock, the shock, of course, high and low speed rebound adjustability, compression adjustability, Kashima coating on the inside with revised spring rates and revised dampening for 2010. 50 millimeter foot pegs that we had from last year. Swing arm's new this year. What we've gone ahead and done is taken some of the rigidity out of the swing arm. Cross section has been changed. Again, that complements the change to the steering stem, change to the suspension for improved handling, easier turn in. The rear brake pads material has been changed for improved performance and longer life. We've gone and made some changes to the muffler. Muffler meets the current sound requirements. It's now mounts straight to the frame without the rubber dampener in there. Renthal handlebars standard on the 2010 KX450F. Got the new dual injected plastic with the black on the top and the green this year. Makes the bike real slim. So these are the major changes for the 2010 KX450F. It's going to be at your Kawasaki dealer here shortly. And for your racers out there, what we offer that no other manufacturer can offer is our Team Green program. Provide support at over 100 events each year. If you're a racer really looking to get out there and get the best in terms of amateur support at the track, there's no other place to go than Team Green. So this is a 2010 KX450F.
Hey guys, what's up? Brennan here with TransWorld Motocross. We're here with our test rider, Pat Foster, PFO. We're out here at Paula Raceway testing out the new 2010 KX450F. I thought it was a really good bike. I rode the 09 all last year, and this bike, they've done a few little improvements to it, and it was definitely made a difference. But Pat, what do you think about it?
I like the bike a lot. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the 2009, but I liked the 2009 a lot. but they spent a lot of time working on the motor, mostly the mid-range to the top, but they did work a little on the blow end. And man, I thought it was fantastic. I think the motor really shines on this bike. I don't know what you thought, but man, the bottom end comes on crisp. The EFI works terrific. No hesitation at all. Bottom end's good, but the mid-range is a monster on this thing. Just keeps pulling and pulling, and top end keeps pulling. I couldn't find the rev limiter on it, which is really cool for me because I'd prefer not to shift. I'd like to rev it out, and this thing just kept pulling on the top end.
Yeah, I mean, the 09 that I rode I did a little bit of mapping to it and made it pull a little further, but this bike stock without any mapping, it just pulls forever. Like down some of the fast straightaways here, it works great. What about the suspension? What do you think about that?
You know what, the Kawasaki suspension's always solid. It's really smooth, really predictable. To be honest, it's sprung a little light for me, but that's typical. I'm a little outside their target weight range anyway, so I typically have to have a little valving and spring done anyway. But overall, the action was smooth. It was predictable. You know, no surprises. I liked it.
As far as ergonomics and the way that the bike handles overall, I mean, I think I'm about the target size and weight that Kawi was designed this bike for, and it handles great for me. Turning wise, you kind of have to sit up a little bit more on the tank to get it to dive into the ruts, and Pat can talk a little bit more about this, but we adjusted the way that the bar clamps were and where the bars sat to kind of get the ride position a little bit better for us. But what do you think?
Well, I think it's really cool that Kawasaki has the adjustability in the clamps to where a smaller guy can move the bars back closer, or you can move them forward. I like them in the forward position. I like a little more open cockpit, but the bike has a nice feel. Ergonomically, I mean, it's easy to move around. You can slide forward on the seat. I wasn't initiating the rutted corners as well as I could have at the beginning of the day. Brennan, who spent all last year on this bike, told me to get a little more forward on the seat, and that stuck the front wheel really well and helped a lot. It's just most bikes, you can't get as far forward on the bike as you can here. There's just a lot of room to move around, and man, it's nice. But having the adjustable clamps is a huge positive, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with you. I don't know, anything else to add to it?
Well, the brakes are solid. They changed the seat foam this year, and it's a little stiffer, which I really like a lot. I thought the seat foam in the last couple of years was a little bit too soft. But man, I think this is a fantastic bike, and I'm looking forward to spending more time on one. I really liked it, and I can't wait to get it up against some other bikes, because I think this thing's going to do really well.
Yeah, well, there you guys have it. The 2010 KX450 should be on the dealer room floors, just like Russ said at the beginning of the video, but have to check it out for yourselves.